We are
live. What's up? Welcome. It's Monday, and this is Monday Cinema Club. I'm Dante Bosco.
I am Alice Rahmatullah. For my Chinese fans, 大家好，欢迎来到我们的电影俱乐部。For my Uyghur fans, yaxshimsizlar kino klubimizga kelganinglar qarshilamiz.
Hello, everybody.
For everybody, hello, what's up?
Welcome to the Matrix. What's
Welcome
up?
to the Matrix.
This is Monday.
Monday
we're Matrixed
Cinema
out.
Club. What's up? I like your leather
We're Matrixed
jacket.
out today. It's the Matrix, and it's Monday, and we had a vote last week between the Matrix and Avatar, and you guys picked Matrix. So we are back. This is the Matrix, and there's so much to talk about.
Is it?
I think so. I mean, it's such a great film. I haven't watched this in so long, and I know there's a lot of people out there.
Hey,
how you doing,
Uncle John?
How you doing? Calvin's in the house. Scoopy 5, what's up?
Hi,
Yuki,
Hi,
cosplay,
Nicole.
what's going down? Nicole's in the house.
Clearly, Alice dressed up party. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're dressed in our Avatar attire.
This
today.
is the only reason I don't wear my sweatpants.
For Monday Cinema
Club. Other than that, I'm wearing my sweatpants since the quarantine.
Well,
I hope I'm not the only one.
I know, well, you're not the only one. It's Monday Cinema Club. We are talking about The Matrix. Hi, Ava Brenjignich. How you doing? Gabs SW
Hi,
77.
Sting.
Chef Jeff, what's up? Dennis the Dude. There's so many people in here now. So what's going on?
How are so many international people?
We do have VIP guests.
VIP guests.
One to open and one to close. Who are they?
This is the first time people reserve the VIP guests in like a week.
In a week.
Advance, because a lot of people apparently watched the Matrix. We have the two people. Do you want me to announce it right now?
Yeah, just say their names so we know.
So the first person is gonna be Lee J.
Machini's.
Awesome. You're the first.
And the second one, the last one.
Last one is Vanessa.
So we look forward to talking to you guys. But let's talk about this movie. This is The Matrix, 1999. Wow, there's so much to get into. I have not watched this film in easily over 10 years. This movie...
Directed by Lana...
Well, the Wachowski brothers at the time, which became the Wachowski siblings.
Sisters.
And then became the Wachowski sisters. Or just the Wachowskis now.
Wachowskis.
Because they're trans women.
So, we don't care the genders. So.
No, and it's... but they came into the game with this film, and it really changed the whole... It changed the game. I mean,
then at that time, the budget was $65 million.
That's pretty big.
And they made it $465 million.
Good job, Wachowskis. Good job.
Extra $400 million just in the bank account.
And that was just like the first year. I'm sure it made much more money after that. The movie's a game changer.
I can't say that.
I think it changed.
You mean the technology?
The whole thing, the story, the technology, Keanu Reeves' career, I believe, to a certain degree.
Reeves, yeah, that's
and Fishburne, who I've had the pleasure of working with Keanu. I mean, Laurence Fishburne.
Which one?
No, not Keanu. But, this movie's a game changer. Do you want to start or want me to start? You start.
Sure.
How did you feel about the movie?
In the beginning, do you want me to be honest? I'm always be honest. Why do I have to ask that? Right?
Be honest be honest, sure.
I want to be honest, but I don't want to just... In the beginning of the movie, I was I watched this movie a long time ago. And then when Matrix second one...
Let's not talk about the second and third one.
That one came out... We have to go to Q&A section in Warner Brothers. And so I have to watch this film because I have to write an essay about it. So I watched the first one. I got so lost, to be honest. Because, I mean, last night we watched it again. I asked you multiple questions.
I know. I was wondering what the hell you talking about. Don't you know what's going on here? Alice, do you know what's going on?
Why are you getting so aggressive every time when I'm asked a question?
I'm just into the movie.
Okay.
I'm just in the movie.
And then in the beginning, because they in the whole time until the act 2, Neo he's so like unclear about the situation, and then he's like he doesn't know what's going on, and he just followed the direction. Like, why don't you have your own standard? Like, don't you have to say, no, I'm good, I just want to take a red pill and then go back to reality?
He's the audience,
and
he's
chill,
going through
and chill.
You got the red pill and the blue pill.
Why don't
you were gonna take the blue pill?
He took the blue pill.
He took the red pill.
He took the blue pill.
The red pill.
He took the blue pill.
No, I guarantee it's a red pill. Throw it out there. It's a red pill. He took the
Is it blue pill or red pill?
Red pill. For sure.
Blue pill. Blue pill.
No,
please, somebody.
He took the red pill. Joey Pantalones is like, I'm going to go back and...
No, he took the red... No, red pill it's for go back to reality and act like nothing happened.
No.
And then...
Red. See, look, he took the red pill. Red pill was to get it out. It was purple.
Who said
Don't
red?
ever take the purple one. No, I'm just playing.
Kylo?
He took the red.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. You were not paying attention in the movie.
I
keep
am.
Going. Keep going. What?
Purple pill.
No, they're playing. Taking them perps. Okay.
Okay, so until that time, like, why don't you just say, I'm good. I can just go back and do whatever.
He can't go back. He has a quest. Why
he can't go back?
He can't go back. Once you leave the Matrix, you can't go back unless you're trying to strike a deal with the.
How he got to leave the? How he got put himself left the Matrix? Like how
Morpheus and them. Did you watch the movie?
I watched the movie.
Morpheus and them got him, had him take the red pill. The red pill does something until they can find out where you are in the real world, and it disconnects you from the system.
That's the question. I think I don't have a higher IQ. I don't know.
I don't want to say anything. I didn't want to say that.
Yeah, I'm you know.
No,
and it just got like little lost, but later on, and my favorite scene, like, and later on, Act 2, and it starts it, and I got like boom, when action involved, when fight scene involved, when that kung fu, karate, that scene involved, I'm like, this is my jam.
Shit.
I was about to say jam, but
your jam, your marmalade.
I don't want to curse, but my shit.
This movie's a game changer.
It is game changer. And my favorite scene, can I say my favorite scene?
Yes.
I just want to interrupt you all day long today.
Oh my goodness.
My favorite scene was when Neo went to see I've been keep asking who is they, that old lady. She's the Oracle. And then when he comes in and he saw that kid with bending the spoon, and then the kid said, "There's no spoon. If
that's
you want
the big lesson. That's
the biggest lesson." And then I use it today when I'm doing my audition. Bang, bang, bang. And then there's no spoon. So you just have to do whatever the things you think right to do, and you have to believe it yourself. That's my favorite scene. All right.
Okay.
I cannot sit back and listen to.
Just listen. This movie is a game changer. This movie, I think, and I may be oversimplifying,
yes, you but oversimplify.
No, but I think it changed the world. And you guys can agree or disagree with me, but the world, when I go back and watch it again, it's so poignant now, today, it's crazy. It changed a lot of things that, we've been a lot of fans for all these different things, like, from Harry Potter to Star Wars to The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings. But then this was like an adventure like that in modern day that was like a possibility for everyone out there watching the film. I think we all saw ourselves in this film, and about how the world is like maybe this Matrix, whether it's literally the Matrix or we're living in this time that's like kind of comforting us to like live our normal like lives without really questioning what's really going on. And so Neo's a revolutionary. He's like the one. He's the one. He's the savior. He's a Luke Skywalker. He's the savior of the world, the Jesus Christ story. That's kind of like the whole movie. But in this new time, and in '99, the world started changing, where they're talking about the internet and how the internet is connected to the world, and people are just starting to get into the internet. Now we're 20 years later, and we're seeing how we are living in a matrix, and how it's been the Matrix forever now.
Exactly.
And then that was the real change of the world, where actually in some kind of way, like, the meek shall inherit the earth, like the geeks shall inherit the earth. This is like the beginning of the nerds running the world in a way, or taking over in a way, and how you can kind of see, for better or for worse, how things started happening.
You're not happy with that? We just statement.
No, the power of the geeks is that's what it is, and I think I'm a part of that also. So also the fighting changed and actions and movies changed before Matrix and after Matrix. When
I have to shout out to our Hong Kongese filmmakers who
came in and killed it.
Freaking master of kung fu scene, karate fight scene. What a great work!
Yeah, they started coming. I think that's their big. I think they started coming a few more films before that.
But
Romo the Bronze, the early Jackie Chan films that came to America and started doing well. But Matrix is really the one that really popped it off.
The whole team. I know the whole team.
Like, look at that scene right there. The wire work and the camera work. It was to this day when you watch Avengers or you watch any other action film, Mission Impossible, or things like that, and you see all the wire work, that's all Chinese Hong Kong filmmaking influence. So it changed the game of action films. And then, I had some other points. It's just, just the fashion, everything was just so, to watch it again.
Well, how about that coat? That black coat.
Yeah.
Batman, bam, 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 walking with that coat like gunshot.
Oh, and then just, I don't know if it changed the game in filmmaking, but it did push things. The Wachowskis, excellent, amazing camera work and shots from the bullets falling from the helicopter and all the water scenes. It was just like really super stylized. And again, I don't think it changed the game, but it just definitely they were like. It was beautiful, and still 20 years later, it's exciting and beautiful.
One thing I have to really agree, and I want to say it out loud.
Say it out loud, Alice. Go ahead, say it out loud.
This is the one action film. Like they shot it shot it like super artistic, like like old school. Like we watch like black and white, old school like mafia films, like Godfather, whatever. Those type of the films, like you see those camera movement and in the shot, the angle. This is only film. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of films too, but this is the only film they mixed up. When they doing the dialogue, when they doing the drama scene, that camera movement, the shot, it's so old classic.
It's some great editing.
Yeah, editing.
As we're making films now, you see I'm in the editing room. We're trying transitions. There's some great transitions.
Exactly, and then that shot, that like waterfall under the bridge. It's just like a classic Hollywood film. But at the same time, they combine with fight scene, super modern, boom, boom, boom. That like when they come back and save their
what?
Their
what?
friend. I'm really bad at the name. Why was
Morpheus?
Morpheus. They came
Neon
and then Trinity. They came back for save and then they bring all the weapons and crossing by the security. That scene is like,
and I love
super
all
classic.
Like any great tale that's like great stories. I love the philosophy behind it and the mythology.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
These characters,
what do you learn?
The reluctant hero. I think I learned ultimately, and we're about to bring the first guest in. I think I ultimately learned that you're the one. We're all the one. Like you can all. There is no spoon. Like
let Alice speak. Thank you so much.
Okay, Catherine. All right, Catherine. I do let Alice speak all the time.
No,
always too much. Okay, let's bring the first person on. We'll be talking more about this film throughout the whole thing. So thanks again, yo, Roxy. What's up? Denise in the house. What's up, Denise? Artex Treyu. What's up? Treyu. Oh, Artex and Treyu.
DJ, you're in the room.
Okay, I'm gonna grab somebody. I'm gonna grab.
You're the first one because.
What is it? Give it to me.
Lee.
Jay.
Jay.
The letters of the name. They're not there.
All right, send a request or just comment
Lee J, if you're around, send a request.
Okay.
And then we will bring you in.
We will bring you in.
Lee J in the house. Maybe.
J.
J-A-Y.
J-A-Y.
I don't see Lee J. Lee J's not watching.
Lee J, are you?
We'll bring someone else in while we find Lee J. We're gonna bring someone else on the list. Oh, there's Lee J. Oh, there's Lee J. Oh,
I'm here. You didn't see. Don't you?
I'm sorry. There's Where's Lee J?
And then you just pull in and then you locked him out. Whoever the person you just disconnected.
Calvitrine, I'm gonna come right back to you. I just felt back to Miss Lee J. I'm gonna come right. I want to hear what Calvitrine has to say.
Lee J, I'm here, right here. He's here.
But I saw the Lee J. Here goes Lee J.
All right, Lee J.
All right, Lee J. Calvitrine, I'm coming right back. My bad.
He just literally disconnected.
Hey, what's happening?
What's up?
Where you calling in from?
I'm in Brooklyn, New York.
Yo, shout out. Brooklyn's in the house.
New York.
Awesome for having me. Thanks, first of all. Love The Matrix, so I'm glad I can hear to talk about it. It's so great.
Talk to us. Before you tell us about the movie, where you coming from? Are you an artist? Are you a filmmaker? Are you just a film buff?
Yeah, I guess just a film buff. I had some friends that used to make movies I used to help out with, but I'm not really in it or anything.
Okay.
But I do love movies, so.
So let's get into it. What, 1999...
Matrix.
The Matrix. Did you watch?
I saw this movie in the theater when I was in high school. Yeah, I was a senior in high school. I remember going. It was one of the great. It's still one of the greatest movies. I think one of my definitely a top 10 movie.
So too. I think so too.
Game changer, like you said, it had so many elements of it. Like I've seen it many times over the years, but it was great seeing. I watched it again yesterday. It just still blows my mind how awesome it is.
Isn't it? Like
blew my mind.
The visual effect and then this whole like post-production, this
whole story behind it. Like
we talked about before going to the movie. We talked about watching the movie theater, and I did too with my brothers. And I remember in the '90s, I guess it was '99. There was another movie Keanu did that was kind of like this, called like Johnny Neutron. And I thought it was just be another like
John Wick.
Yeah.
It's called Johnny Neutron.
Johnny Mnemonic. Yeah, I know the one you're
talking
about.
Mnemonic. Johnny Mnemonic. And I thought it was like another one of those movies, like not a B action film, but it wasn't going to be like some awe-inspiring.
Blow your mind, like
it's
whoa.
just like here's another Keanu action film. And then walking out of the theater, I felt like it changed my life. I was like, what did we just watch?
And I wanted to see it right away again. I was like, I got to go back and see this. What did I just see? I remember the first time, like the first scene where she like runs in the booth and then gets hit. I was like, what is going on? This is crazy. She's got superpowers. But it was really when he got captured and they were like, he's like, I want my phone call. And they're like, what good's a phone call if you can't speak? And then his mouth is going. I'm like, what is happening in this movie right now? It's like, that was like, whoa. Now it's like,
movie. It was like a horror movie.
It was.
I caught my eyes in that scene. It's so real, isn't it?
It is. That little thing too is like later when they take it out, I was like, that's real. It's like, yeah, it's so crazy.
Oh.
There was some crazy stuff. I mean, yeah, they got to like a real gory action, and then SNL like with the clothes, they got like really edgy with what they were doing for a pop film.
How they do
so
that?
Cool. And you're talking about style, and like I love you guys' clothes. First of all, it's great you dressed up. Everybody wanted those leather jackets after we saw the movie. I know that even the cell phone that they had, like when he gave it, everyone, I was like, we're getting that cell phone. That's like the coolest looking cell phone ever. And my buddy went and got those glasses that didn't have the rims. Like
Morpheus.
It's like the best.
So
it's
cool.
so slick, but it's so weird that now you look at 20 years later, it's so poignant. And there's certain things that kind of
still like keep
exist today, but like the internet and like the whole Matrix thing is crazy.
100%. I mean, everybody was like, "Are we in the Matrix? This could be real." At first, you're just like, "What is this? We're all in the Matrix." To this day, if one of my friends is like deja vu, we're like, "It's a glitch in the Matrix."
I do the same thing. I do the same thing. I actually just lightweight. I can buy into. Elon Musk said there's only a 2% chance that we're living in actual reality. This could all be a simulation.
It all could be a simulation.
That's the Matrix.
Maybe it is. Yeah.
But yeah, that's true.
Don't think too hard, but it could be. Could be, legit.
I wrote back in college. You were saying you wrote a paper. I wrote a paper on the Matrix once too that had to do.
Yeah.
You read Plato's Republic. There's a thing in there called the allegory of the cave. You guys know what this is?
No.
Basically, it's like. It's similar to this whole thing where people are like live in this cave their whole life. They only know what's like on the walls, shadows and stuff. And to them, like that's their world. But then like if you bring them out of that world, like taking someone out of the Matrix, like just blows their mind. Like, their eyes hurt and things like that. Just like, when he was like, why do my eyes hurt? He's like, because you've never used them before.
Crazy.
It's like, oh my God.
Yes, that's.
And then like some people would want to go back in, you know what I mean? They can't stand what the real world is and they want to get back in the cave, even though that's like a fake environment. It's the same type of thing with the Matrix. Like some people would want to be out. It does seem like a pretty horrible life to be out of it, but at least it's like it's like the real world. You know what I mean?
Right. And what gets me about it when I'm watching it again now, the movie's so tight. Like they almost did a perfect film with the way the story beats are happening. Even the other animals in the real life hunting them while while
that
Neo
two different tension comes in at the same
time. The tension,
time.
the way the tension's built up, the Oracle is like, it's such a perfect story. It's kind of heartbreaking that I don't love the next two in the trilogy.
Yeah.
They're not.
I think it's the same thing. I think the reason is like this movie had so much possibilities. Like in my head, I was thinking what the sequels are going to be. Like I came up with like 1,000 different ideas. You know, what I mean? Like it could do this.
I want to see what if they take a blue pill.
You almost wish they didn't do the sequels and just left it as.
Because then you would always like be wondering. There's so much possibility. So I think no matter what, like the sequels are going to disappoint a little bit just because, you know, it had so much potential. I mean, I still love the sequels. They have like they're great movies. They just the first one just was like so epic and so amazing. Right. And kind of left at that spot, you know what I mean? Where he's like, I'm not going to tell you how this is going to end.
That's why how it begins. The Bible and the Jesus Christ story, like Jesus just ascends. There's no sequel. You know
That's true.
It's like, I'm the one, and now I'm done.
I was noticing like the Jesus references this time, like when the guy comes in the beginning that he sells whatever he sells him to for $2,000. He's like, "You're my own personal Jesus Christ, man, my savior," or something. And I was like, "Oh shit, he does call him the savior earlier in the story," and then he ends up being like the one, you know.
He is the one, and I think, you know, did you watch it like as a young person? Even now, like, can I be the one? Is there?
Do I have these powers and stuff?
I might be. I feel like I can hack the Matrix a little bit. You know,
that would be amazing.
I think we're all everyone is the one.
That's why I believe everyone's the one. And I was telling, we were talking about this last. Of course, we got the philosophical conversation of the whole thing last night, where it was like, especially in our industry as like filmmakers and artists, it's like the spoon says you can't make it. You're not going to make it. The odds are and that's the odds. You're one in a million shot. But for us to like create as artists and to create movies out of thin air and
keep
stories,
motivating ourselves,
or to like just even have a career as an artist, you have to understand that there's no spoon. You have to be the one.
You have to make it yourself. Yeah, you have to make it happen.
You have to be the one, and you create it out of stronger than everyone else's doubts of you creating it. That's the only way you can survive in this town. It's like you're the one. You got to be the one.
That's an interesting take on it for sure.
Yeah. So tell me about your favorite moments or characters or scenes in the movie.
Characters, it's really tough. I mean, I love all the characters. Morpheus is probably my favorite. He's kind of the best, I think, you know. It's just little things like there's my favorite scene. I mean, all the action scenes are great. I love when you talked about earlier too, when they're finally going to rescue Morpheus and they come in with the bags of guns and he just goes, pops it open. Like that's just like the coolest looking scene. Like the whole fight scene there is amazing. But I really do love the scene where he finally, like, you know, the other thing we didn't talk about is with like the plugging in and then learning like jujitsu and kung fu like immediately. Like that stuff is like the coolest. I remember thinking that like I want to be in the Matrix just so I can learn all this stuff like instantly.
Download the skills. Like if I want to download, like if I'm in the Matrix and I can download, I can put like all the language in the world.
I know.
But
I mean, not happening as fast, but it's actually happening. Like when you talk to kids today, it's like they're masters in certain things because they download
and they just learn on one
or whatever. Like I want to learn sew a dress, and they're like expert.
You can get on YouTube, right?
10, or I want to learn a language or whatever they want to do. They do download it online without the help of any adults.
Anything.
And it's kind of happening.
It's kind of happening too.
I guess that's crazy when you think about it like that. But that scene where he finally is like, I know kung fu, and he's like, show me. That might be one of my favorite scenes.
I love it. Like, I love how he's doing Bruce Lee in it. It's so amazing.
And then when they almost beat up, and then later on he stand back and he's just like do the Tai Chi part.
Right, Tai Chi.
Me and my friends still do. You know, he's like, you think that's air you're breathing? Then he goes, like so lightly. Like if any of us ever make a sound like that, we're like, oh shit, it's Morpheus. You know?
That's funny. And I mean, I got to work with Laurence on Biker Boys, and he's a very soulful, spiritual dude, greatest guy, and he's
like the whole Morpheus character is just, to me, is like amazing. He's so cool.
And he's so young in this movie. When you watch it now, he's so young. You're like, oh my God, Laurence is so young. And Keanu, they look so young. It's amazing.
Keanu, especially.
I can't believe it's been over 20 years. It's crazy.
I can't believe it's been over 20 years. And how does that make you feel, AJ?
I guess a little older.
Man, thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. It's great.
I love this conversation. Great conversation.
For sure.
All right,
see you guys. Bye.
Adios.
That was Brooklyn in the house, you guys. I'm bringing back in Calvatrin because I kicked him out. Not accidentally.
All right, what hashtag? What are we gonna do?
Oh,
if people watch the movie.
Hashtag spoon. Spoon. Hashtag spoon. Hashtag spoon.
I knew you were gonna say that.
That's what I'm talking about. There is no
Thomas.
Thomas, Calvitrine.
Your belly button? Well, you know who else hurted their belly button?
How you doing?
You know,
are the girls here?
Yes.
Yeah, Iris is talking about belly buttons, and I don't want to tell her about the bad belly button scene in The Matrix because that might give her nightmares.
We have a movie for you to watch.
Yeah, yeah. So
I know you, and I know this must be up your alley.
Favorite.
Oh, it's absolutely up my alley. I love this movie. This was great. Obviously, whenever it came out, I was like in middle school because I'm much younger than Dante because he's very, very old. And so
I like the honesty.
Yeah.
I like the honesty.
Were
you able to refresh yourself on the film this week at all?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And
watched it. Made sure the girls weren't around. You know, gotta go, not letting them watch this. Really, you know, and again, once again, watching it again, I remembered how much that. Yep, Iris is Miles Morales right now.
What's up?
What's up, girl?
Look at you,
it's
Spice.
A boy or girl?
Girl, it's Iris.
Iris, I never recognized
Who are you?
her.
I didn't know you're in costume. You're Spider-Woman, Spider-Girl, Gwen.
You in stage right now? Okay.
I'm not Gwen.
She's not Gwen. She's Miles Morales.
Miles Morales. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Her birthday is March 1st, and so she's having a Spider-Man birthday, and she's like, I'm gonna be Miles. We're like, all right, that's whatever you want to do.
Rock and roll. I want to be Miles.
But yeah, no, back to the Matrix. There was a few things that I've obviously seen the movie a lot, so going back and watching it again was always really fun. And I had to like. I was really trying to pay attention to some of like the editing that took place because it's an older movie, but it's fantastic. It's really, really, really cool. The kung fu scenes, like I were discussing earlier. I know that the choreographer for the kung fu scenes was from Hong Kong, and I know that the directors were like really trying to get him to do it, and he was like, I'm just going to make some outlandish thing that they're not going to like, approve. So I'm going to demand I have complete control over everything. I want all these things. He made all these requests, and they were like, sounds good. And he was like, oh, okie dokie. So trained for like months on this. Like when you read about what like the actors and Keanu and stuff had to go through to like learn these scenes, it's nuts. Like it's absolutely crazy what they had to do this. And it obviously was spectacular. So well done.
And still 20 years later, I'm still blown away by it. 20 years later, you're like, that shit's still amazing.
I still like so blown up by with that scene, like when he wakes up and like in the baby, what is that called? A little water.
The little pod.
Yeah.
And then just flush it out. I was like,
sometimes when I think about the Matrix, I think about all the, I remember, I mean, of course, all the fight scenes and in the Matrix and all the stuff they can do on dodging bullets, but I kind of forget about the pod sometimes, about the sci-fi aspect of like the stuff they did, all the like real tactile.
Oh yeah, that stuff was creepy.
Creepy. It's all horror filmish.
Keanu lost. It was like 10 or 20 pounds he lost just for that scene. So whenever he came out of it, he's like this frail little. Oh, here's the other one, and she's
Spider-Man too.
He's Spider-Man. Yeah.
He's Spider-Man.
Hi. You doing good too?
Hi.
Oh my God!
Have you watched The Matrix?
She might have seen some of it because she's not going to remember. So
she's not going to remember it. We don't know.
Yeah. But the pod scene, because he was also like, I know he was like completely clean shaven and it's like super frail looking, really kind of gross. But I mean, if you're like hooked up the cords and stuff for your entire life, you're going to look like that. So
it's for your whole life.
I don't know, like how they shot that scene. I want to know how they shot the first scene when his mouth is covered up.
Were you ever thinking that it was like
they took actual skin and then they like sewed it on there and they're like, all right, now do it again. No, I'm kidding. That'd be gross.
Do you ever think the possibility of this being somewhat true somewhere somehow?
Oh, I'm scared. I'm too scared to think about it too much because that's kind of just the next level thinking for me. I'm just like, nah, I'm not gonna think
that. This one, Dante is always thinking like, is it real? Dude, I think someone's watching it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm not paranoid, but I feel there's a possibility.
You are
small percentage as it is.
I feel like he's even said that to me, like while we've been like hanging out and stuff. He'd be like, "Yeah, when we're living in the Matrix and stuff, you ever think about that?" I'd be like, "I don't honestly know, man."
I feel like Neo. I have a hunch something's going on that we don't know exactly what's going on.
One time he said, "I saw a Matrix with the code on your face."
I was when I first met Alice. We were a little inebriated with some stuff.
So when Dante was smashed completely out of his mind, he thought he was the one.
We were on some other things, but I saw the code
on my face.
In her face. She was glow. First of all, I was like, I could see her aura, and then her aura was neon green. She goes, "What color?" Neon green, and I'm like, and then I look closer, like really close, and then I can see her code.
So whenever someone asks you, like down the road, they're gonna be like, "So how did you know she was the one?" And you're like, "Oh, funny story."
It's literally. I was thinking about it again when I saw the movie. When everyone turns into code. But it was crazy. It wasn't like me. It wasn't like everything turned into code in the whole world. It's just when I look like her aura that was glowing neon green was actually like the monitor glow from the code.
I'm kind of scared to hang out with Dante now. I feel like I feel like if you're gonna be around me, you're gonna think I'm like, you know, I'm one of the agents or something, and you're just like gonna attack me or something now at this point. So
I think he lost his mind. That's what it is.
There is something going on.
You did well, Alice. Good job. Chose a good one there.
All right, Calvin, always great talking to you. I'll see you on the Riff next Wednesday for sure.
We doing this Wednesday? Sounds good.
This Wednesday or whatever. Oh, this Wednesday. Yeah, this Wednesday.
Yeah, a couple days. Sounds good.
All right.
Y'all have a good time. See you
later.
Bye. Thank you for stopping by.
All right, so who's next? I like the hashtag spoon. Or actually, someone hashtag no spoon. I like hashtag no spoon.
I love that too.
Hashtag no spoon. Yeah, so that's a real story. Don't tell everybody out there. I think I'm crazy, but I did see the code in
my face.
Yeah, I don't know if she was the one or I was the one. I don't know who the one was. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the one.
Let's see. The first one that popped up is I see this.
Oh yes, I think she sent me DM, but it's
people just DMing you now. Ezra, what's up?
Hey.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Very good. Were you able to see the movie this week?
I'm good too. How are you?
How are you?
I was drinking water. I'm sorry.
Were you able to see the movie this week, Ezra?
Yes.
And what
I have a lot to say about it. It was
my God.
Go.
Please do.
Let us know what's going on.
The best action movie of all time.
There you
go. Better than Die Hard. I'd say.
I'm with you. I mean, I love Die Hard too, but when I watched it right now this time too, I thought it was a world-changing movie. That's what I felt like.
World-changing?
Yeah, world-changing.
All right.
That's what I felt. Right. I could be wrong, but I felt it in the moment.
All right.
Yeah, I think like the part where he came out of that kind of, I don't even know what it was, but when he took the pill and they performed all the operations on him and he came out of that capsule thing, that freaked me out because I was like, oh no, I think I think that this is actually what's going on with us right now.
See, me and Ezra got a little hunch that there's something going on that not everyone knows about, but we might know something about nothing.
Yeah.
Something about nothing.
What was your favorite character or favorite scene or most memorable moment in the movie?
My favorite, I can't really choose my favorite character, either Morpheus or Neo. But my favorite scene was when they got all the guns and went to the place and the guy was like, please take out any loose chains. Shh.
Yeah, I love it.
I love the look of the whole crew and the whole gang together. And they're all wearing black, and for some reason Switch is wearing all white, which is cool because she has white hair. I mean, it was just so detailed and cool.
It is like kind of video game type. Like when they come back, when they enter to Matrix world, like all wearing green, light green, tied and suits, and standing there and looking at the phone. Mm-hmm. Like the style or the dressing up. It's kind of like a video game.
And the characters are so good because I remember all these characters, even though some of them had smaller roles and they died actually fairly quickly, like APOC and Switch and Mouse, but in my mind, I remember Tank and Dozer. I remember them very clearly years later, even though the roles weren't necessarily big in the film, but because they were so detailed and part of the crew, it just stuck with me all these years.
Yeah, that's cool. I feel like everything was done so perfectly. Like even the like soundtracks, like Marilyn Manson and Rob.
Yes, someone said was giving a shout out to the soundtrack. Try to bring that person in next. Dawn something was the name of the soundtrack. It was nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Well, Ezra, thank you for watching movies with us. Would you get your dad to watch the movie with you this time or no?
Yes, I had a lot of trouble understanding what was going on. So
okay, so your pops had to come in.
Yes.
Well, shout out to tell him we said hello.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
See ya.
Bye. See ya.
Okay, Don. And this person wanted to come in and they said,
yeah, there's a lot of people like we don't have that much time.
We don't have much time, but we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah.
We got another 25 minutes.
We have enough time.
We got enough time. Don Davis, that was his name.
Don Davis, it's the soundtrack guy.
Yeah, I think it was 9 Inch Nails. No, I believe. If this person comes in,
look it up.
They
Maybe
will
he knows.
Help us do it. We're waiting for Terry Graham, but maybe Terry Graham can't come in. Terry Graham, are you in the house?
Let's bring her. Let's do. Okay.
Hold on a second. Terry Graham's it's not coming in. Terry Graham. So All right. Let's see. Okay. So what do you want to do? Who you want to do?
No, just pull someone on.
Good.
Yeah.
No spoon. Hashtag no spoon right now.
Hashtag no spoon. So how?
No, not that. What are we doing? Alice, what are you doing?
I don't know.
This is the Matrix. Don't play with the Matrix.
I don't know. I'm the one.
I know, but even if you're the one, someone has to control and be the operator for you. You know what I'm saying?
All right, do the operator.
I'm operating. Hello, Telegram.
Hello, Telegram.
Hello, Telegram. What's up? Okay, I see no spoon. Okay, here we go. There's a no spoon. I see.
All right.
What's this?
Connecting.
We're connecting. We're connecting.
Oh!
What's up? How are y'all doing? The B-Way sisters in the house.
B-Way sister in the house. We got 3.
How y'all doing? I'm sure you guys watched this movie plenty of times in your life.
Yes.
Plenty.
Pretty good.
Once, maybe twice.
Once?
Yeah.
We recently just watched it because we participated in a sci-fi movie club with
my physics teacher. He made us watch a lot of movies, so obviously this is a big one and a classic. Our parents love it, so it was nice to kind of get all the references and kind of see where all the the iconic moments come from.
So drop some knowledge on us. You guys had this conversation with the Sci-Fi Club. Drop some Sci-Fi Club knowledge on us one time.
What is your professor's thoughts? What is your classmate's
What is your thoughts? Just make it your own thoughts. We don't care.
I mean, something that in the Sci-Fi Movie Club, you watch so many and you kind of see a lot of takes on different, types of characters. So, like, one of the things I liked about The Matrix is that it has, a strong female character that, isn't just kind of in the background, but kind of has, like, her own role and, like, is important in her way. And, like,
Carrie-Anne Moss. Shout out to Carrie-Anne Moss.
Yeah, and I think, like, too many early sci-fi movies kind of have those female characters that are kind of just along for the ride and kind of are always...
I know. Have you watched a YouTube video called Born Sexy Yesterday?
No, I have not.
Okay, watch it. It's a YouTube video, and it says that the problem with all the sci-fi films and the sci-fi nerd writers and creators and directors that create them is the syndrome of Born Sexy Yesterday.
Born Sexy Yesterday.
Look it up, and we'll talk about that next time, you guys. This is not that.
Yeah.
But it's something that I remember talking about it with my parents is that I believe the lobby scene where just the guns and the bullets are all flying, and that was so, like, sort of out there for that time of movie because it was so considered violent. And even looking at that today, because there's not a lot of blood and there's not a lot of gore. So looking at that today, I'm like, that seems pretty normal, pretty tame.
You're like, that's like Black Ops. Like, I did that on the PS4 last night. The same thing.
Yeah, I mean, I remember before, my mom loves this movie. She's a big fan of this. She's always told us, though, like, don't watch the sequels because, like, sad.
Really?
I know. I mean, I've watched the sequels. I don't care to watch them ever again, but, I mean, I auditioned for the sequels back in the day.
Nice.
I met the Wachowskis when they were still the brothers, and I didn't know what to expect. It was for the second one, and I walked in, and they were, like, these kind of, like, regular dudes and, like, cargo shorts and like Birkenstocks, and I was like, I was expecting like some
regular dudes.
like
these are regular dudes.
like regular like like Midwestern dudes are like kind of like chill, like they just seem like guys from Ohio or I don't know where they're from, but you know, you watch Matrix, you think you're walking. I mean, how they look now as the Wachowski siblings, the Wachowskis, where they're like all
super fashiony
and kind of like in the leather. Now they look at Matrix directors. At that time, they look like almost dudes that like pro ass bass auto and some cargo shorts. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, it's really, I think it's directed really well, especially considering, you know, it's from the 90s, you know, it's not, you don't really expect such high effects, I guess. I don't know.
So it's so original, the idea, like, who's coming up with that stuff with the pods and all that?
Exactly.
Like, the stuff that's always, like, in the back of your mind, like, what if this is our reality? Yeah. And then it's movies like this, like, even though on the surface it's like, oh, yeah, it's like, well, it's a fun sci-fi movie, you know, but like it kind of gets you thinking when you're watching. You're like, oh, well, that kind of makes sense. Like that happened and that happened. Like, you know.
I know you guys are sisters probably talk to me and my brothers. We talk late night and we'll get into like ideas of like
crazy.
Is this actually the Matrix? Are we
living
for
in
real
the Matrix?
Living in the Matrix?
What do you guys think?
Like,
because we're twins, is that a glitch in the Matrix? Like, I feel like I've heard
you guys are a literal glitch in the Matrix. That's exactly what you guys are.
Like, I feel like I've heard that before. Because, like, even before we watched it, like, our mom would show us scenes and be like, look at how cool this looks. So, like, and even before you'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm in the Matrix, even when I hadn't seen it. So, like, that just shows, like, again, like, same thing, like, with Jaws, like, just how iconic this is. And you don't even have to see it to know how big it is.
And, like, you'll get the references because of how iconic it is.
You're like, finally, I've seen it now.
Yeah, so once you watched it, I was like, oh, that's why people say this and that's why people do that, you know. It's finally
I love that your parents are movie buffs and are like,
I like that too. I was about to mention that too. I love that your mom like super
because sometimes you talk to some people from different eras and like they just don't know anything about and I feel the same way with other eras. Like I never watched that, I don't know.
Exactly. I took my mom to movie theater like first time Avatar came out, movie Avatar. And then my mom did the whole movie. She was like having like a, what is that called? Like ocean sickness? Or
yeah, what she watched, you took her to the 3D version? Don't take the old people to the 3D version. They don't want to live that life.
After the movie, she threw up.
3D version of them because the 3D version from older people back in the day was just those glasses with the red and blue, and it wasn't really good 3D.
It's like a 3D, and then also our cheers moves too. You know what I mean?
That's too much. Why you want to give your mom a heart attack?
But that's a great experience.
Not
it's
for
like
old ass people.
What about old ass? You That's your future.
No, but I love that your parents are movie buffs and put you guys on game on the other stuff. So it actually really helps you appreciate the new stuff, because the thing about filmmakers is we're always stealing from someone else, and there's a lineage of filmmaking. That's part of why we're doing Cinema Club, is because we're filmmakers, and it's not about like thinking you're the baddest new director or actor and I'm doing something that's never been done before. It's like no. Everything that you want to do has actually been done in some way, shape, or form.
You just have to twist it
brilliantly. So like, why not just add to
your taste, your original.
Yeah, add to you don't have to reinvent the world. Just add to like the great craftsmanship that we come from, you know.
Yeah. And that's why the industry from I mean, obviously I'm an outsider, you know, I'm a teenager, but I'm like.
You're like, yeah.
There's a lot of you know, lack of motivation, because people are like, well, I have to be original. I have to, people have super high standards for themselves, so they get nervous and, you know, they want to be creative. They want to leave their mark on the world. But sometimes, you know, you can leave a mark on the world by doing something that's been done before.
Yeah, because, there's so many things that, we wouldn't have without, other than, if you look at, Star Wars, how far those movies have come and how far CGI has come since then, it's all, because they had those trendsetters that were able to, you know, get as far as we are today and able to keep building and see where we can, you know, go in the next couple of years.
Even though, not only in the movie industry, in any industry, there's already been done before.
Right.
Whatever you try to do, it's already been done. So you just have to, keep that momentum and just follow that, and it just add some spice in it.
Tech is a pretty new industry.
I mean, I know, tech is
pretty. You know, Matrix,
based
tech.
on one's... I literally want to do something.
I just watched this thing, The Social Dilemma. I'm just sidetracking because I don't care. This thing. Have you watched The Social Dilemma on Netflix?
I don't.
No, you're not.
It freaked me out. It freaked me out. The Social Dilemma.
Watch it.
We're in the Matrix. We're definitely in the Matrix.
Who do I
believe? We are screwing ourselves.
Okay, well, I'll have to check it out then.
He loves He loves to paranoid himself at the same time he loves to paranoid.
I like to educate myself. And when I educate myself,
that's not education. That's like adding extra stress in your life.
Elon Musk said that there's only a 2% chance that reality is real.
All right.
We're probably in a simulation, and if we're probably in a simulation,
I love Tesla, but I'm not sure about Elon Musk.
We could be in the Matrix right now, you guys.
You never know.
Talking about the Matrix.
We're literally talking through telephones and some old internet. This is literally the Matrix right now.
Yeah. Oh wow.
There's a lot about that, Alice. What do you think about that?
Oh God.
Life is already stressful. Why do you add so much stress? I want to take a blue pill. I don't care. I just want to stay in this reality life. I think it's real.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, trying to don't go down that path. It'll lead to stress. No more.
Well, B-Way Sisters, it's always a pleasure to hang out with you guys and see you guys.
So much fun.
Say hi to your parents for us.
Say hi to your mom.
I'm going to tell you guys the movie for next week because I know you guys love movies.
Okay.
So we're starting February, so we all know that February is African American History Month.
Yeah.
February 1st.
February 1st. So our first month February is going to be, to celebrate African American History Month, is The Color Purple.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you guys watched that?
I've not seen that, but didn't we have tickets to see the musical?
Or
we were going to.
But I've always wanted to check that one out. So
definitely watch
Color
it.
Purple, that's a good
Color
one.
Purple.
Yeah.
And it's a strong female lead, Whoopi Goldberg, starring in Steven Spielberg film. So
sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Oprah Winfrey. This made Oprah Winfrey. Well, she's already a big kind of talk show host, but like as far in Hollywood, Oprah Winfrey.
That's changed her career too.
Changed her career a lot. So we'll see you guys next week. The Color Purple.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, we can bring probably one more person in before we bring in our last VIP guest. So hashtag no spoon right now. We'll bring you in. And I saw some crazy stuff going on in the chat. Everybody be chill. I don't know what's going on. I couldn't really get in too deep.
What happened? Are they
There might have been, I don't know if there's homophobic stuff going on or racial slurs. Or maybe you guys are just playing. I don't know.
It's fine. They can do whatever they want to do.
No,
this is a
be
free
cool.
space. Do whatever you guys want to do.
Be
just
cool.
Bye.
Be cool. Damn. She's like, do whatever you want. She's about to
start the.
All of a sudden, you're gonna start taking over the Capitol. Is that what you're trying to do? What are you doing?
It's fine.
Bring the last person in before.
Let them be. If they're fighting for something, just let them be.
What are you?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to pull people in.
We can't. It's not. You touch something and now it's all messed up.
Yeah. Dante, you can't even let me pull someone in.
I am letting people in, but crazy stuff are going on the screen. I don't know what's going on. Hold on a second. Who do you want to bring in?
Just pull whatever. Yeah, pull it.
This girl is in the Matrix.
It's so controlling.
I'm not controlling. I'm the operator.
Then do your job.
I just did. See?
Connecting. It's connecting. Wow!
What's up? Hey,
hello.
We're all in the Matrix. Bam.
I love
How are you doing, guys?
We're all here. We're doing the Matrix real big this week, you guys.
How are you?
Fine, and you guys? ¿Cómo están? How are you doing?
We're doing well. It's Monday. Anything's possible on Monday. Anything.
Monday Cinema Clubs. They made Monday.
We wrapped it last year with her, remember?
Yes, right. I do remember. And how was the movie? You get to watch Matrix this week?
Yeah, no, I watched it before and I love it. I mean, and I think like you, Dante, we are definitely living in the Matrix. Like, there's no option.
I told you.
What do you think?
Talk to us about the movie.
Everything.
What did you love about the movie?
If we are actually living in the Matrix, we have a lot of possibilities. So I took that in the best way possible, like saying, okay, I'm in control of my own life and not doing things to be part of the system and only like pleasing others and just doing what I really enjoy. So being part of the Matrix would be good.
I know. I also think because we live in a Matrix situation, even whether it's reality or like a whatever simulated reality, that the Matrix teaches us that we can hack the system and we can bend the rules. Like, if we only just follow the rules all the time, I don't know how much, success we may or may not get.
Yeah.
But
you have to know the rule before you break it.
What they also got to explain is, like, actually, which they show in the movie, but they only talk about it, is like Neo is the one, but also before he even hacks the Matrix, he was a hacker. He was a really big
computer hacker.
He worked for a computer software place. He was just all night hacking the internet. So of course he goes into the Matrix and he kind of understands programming. He's a virtuoso, so he's able to.
I'm studying science, so I'm trying to get to understand the Matrix finally.
Yes. So whatever we're trying to do in our world that we're trying to hack, you also got to be brilliant at whether it's acting, writing, producing, or whatever you're doing. If you want to hack it, you have to also be somewhat of an expert at whatever you're doing in your life in order to be the one. I believe.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And also, like, I think we can be living in a Matrix because we all like live and sense through our senses. Like, I don't know, we watch a movie and a horror movie gave us like the feeling of fear only by watching it and by listening to it. So imagine the possibilities, like when you take something that it has a flavor but it's not that food, like chips that have a special flavor. So that tricks our mind. Maybe we are like living in the Matrix, like when they are having
you and me, like, we're in the Matrix. We're definitely.
All right, you guys have fun in the Matrix world.
I think that anyway, I would choose the blue pill. I don't really would like to live.
What pill you will take? Red pill or blue?
I think blue and staying, like maybe remember the dream, but imagine living and waking up in that red thing and being followed by machines. I don't know.
That's a little dangerous. Definitely, it's a little dangerous.
It is dangerous. It's right now. If you look at the society, we can't live.
You getting political now?
I'm not being political. Why are you being so scared as soon as I talk about politics?
I'm just joking.
And
we can't see ourselves like without the phone. Just one day.
Yeah.
Imagine you
because
left the house without your phone. You can't buy stuff. You can't
we're
drive.
Officially cyborgs.
You cannot drive because you need the GPS. I'm not sure like what other people. Yeah. I have no idea of the direction. So you have to call someone, like you have to like connect, text message. You can't work.
That's why we're already in the Matrix.
Yeah, but everything, like imagine like waking up and not having parks or the possibility to be with friends and like just like going outside the world that
and even though like during this COVID make it worse, everything is online right now. You shopping and online, you going to school and online, you work and online.
What's that? What are you talking about? What are you talking about right now?
Everything is online.
What are you talking about? The Matrix.
So it's kind of
you're talking about the Matrix
scary. Right, so what kind
reality? That right now.
The reality we're
talking about the Matrix.
So are we really gonna bend the spoon or not? Or we're gonna bend?
No, you don't have to bend the spoon because guess what? There's no spoon. There's no spoon.
So chill out. So there's no Matrix.
I am chilling out. There is the Matrix. You just proved to everybody out there that there is the Matrix.
That Matrix, but there's definitely something behind this world. Like
it is.
Is it everything real? Like we live through sensations. There are people like can watch something or send something and have different like for example color blinding. Why do people see things different color? Which color is
right? We don't know. We still don't know. Like red to me could be actually like blue to you. We don't know.
So what is right for me doesn't mean right for you.
It's
like that's
we're in this very strange time.
It's not strange. Just you know what? Just Tai Chi, like balance out. You have to balance everything.
You know, like when the blue. Another tangent. I'm going on tangent again. You know, like where are you from again?
Uruguay.
Uruguay, yeah. In Uruguay, did you guys have that meme where that thing that went around that's like the blue dress or gold dress? Like some people saw blue. It's the exact same dress. But just some people see blue.
Which color is it? Like, yeah. So I think that there must be something. We have different perceptions from things. So that's why is that? However, I never have So I never seen a glitch in the Matrix.
You haven't seen a glitch in the Matrix?
No, never.
I've seen the code in her face.
I want to see that too.
So I'm the one.
Well, thank you for calling in. We always enjoy talking to you and get your points of view.
Can we take a picture together?
Let's do it.
Wait, I'm gonna. I have out there. Well, my phone is very.
I don't know.
Did you take it?
We don't know. She paused out.
She paused out.
She paused out.
Or if not, someone else screenshot it and it can send it to you in the group chat.
I don't know. Someone, boom. All right. She's gone. I don't know. We're going to have to say. Oh, did you get it?
Did you got it?
Did you get it? You're frozen.
Frozen.
I don't know. We lost her. She froze.
We lost her.
Bye. I guess she froze. We gotta say bye. The glitch. That was the glitch in the Matrix. Our text.
Someone just hacked us. Someone's gonna take me.
Okay, go the last person. Who's the last person?
Oh, are we gonna go to last person?
Yeah, we have
There's a lot of people.
There's almost time. There's almost end of time. What's going on? Last person.
No, people just getting mad at me.
Don't yell at Alice. It's just the Matrix. Who's the last person?
Oh, Catherine is here. Hey, Cat.
What's up, Cat?
Last person is Vanessa.
How do you spell her name?
Vanessa.
V-A.
V-A-N-E.
E. What?
E.
Okay.
E is an elephant.
S-A.
S-S-A.
Two S's?
Yes, 2 S's.
Okay. What am I looking at?
I don't know what you're looking at.
No, it's underscore. Alice, you can't forget the underscore.
Okay,
in the Matrix, or it's going to go do it another place. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know.
Which one is
underscore, and he didn't do anything.
We don't got it. Okay, right, so Vanessa
send us a request.
Or just send a chat and we'll bring you in.
Yeah.
Vanessa Vendetta.
Vanessa
Vendetta, are you here? Vanessa Vendetta.
Are you here?
That's rough, buddy, Vanessa Vendetta.
That's
rough. Well, our hour's almost up, so I don't want to get cut out.
Are we in the Matrix?
Are we in the Matrix?
Here.
Vanessa Vendetta.
Here, guys.
Bam, in the house.
Bam, she's in the house.
Vanessa Vendetta. You are now connected. Welcome to the Matrix. Hi, Vanessa. Where are you calling in from?
I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Shout out to Knoxville, Tennessee. I've actually been out there. I like Tennessee. Tennessee's fun. I spent more time in Chattanooga. Is that close to you?
It's about an hour and a half at most.
The chat. Oh, well, you look very nice. I like the whole look.
I like.
Yeah, I was trying to be festive.
Are you a makeup artist?
Yeah.
Nice. I love that.
You're looking very matrixy also. We're all looking very sharp.
She is.
Yeah, I wanted to be festive.
Well, great. We're starting to become, if we have time, it's starting to become festive on the if it calls for some of these movies, it's just funner to do.
Yeah.
So, talk to us, Vanessa Vendetta. You sound like a character in Matrix with Vanessa Vendetta. It's just a cool Vanessa Vendetta.
Thanks. I didn't think about that. Well, I mean, what's not to like about the movie, really? Like, it's so many different, thought-provoking aspects to it. And I think, my favorite character is Tank because he, always has everybody's back. You can always trust him to, put you in the right spot. And he's friendly even though he's in the Matrix, so that's kind of weird because if you think about the Matrix, it's a little bit depressing to think that you're not in control of your own life, but he's like always in this kind of upbeat mood for the most part. So he's cool. And I like,
at least Marcus Chong played it.
Yeah.
and like all of the combat scenes, because the camera work is so much better in The Matrix on the combat scenes versus like combat scenes in movies today. It's like so choppy, and they do all these jump cuts, and like you get motion sickness, and it doesn't have any flow, and like I can't really enjoy them as much as you can in this movie.
Nice.
I feel
love
you.
that.
Great,
Yeah.
great points.
Great points of the jump cut scene, like
Right.
cutting. Like you're so true. Like right now, nowadays, I mean, it's not about. It's because of the director or the stunt coordinators. It's just being lazy because some of the scene, like I do karate, and then I shot like most of my 2 films, like all action films. So in the set, it's yes, it take a lot of time and practice to just shoot a 5-minute scene. And then, so that's why most in the action film is like more expensive budget. I think because of that, and then just if you don't have that much money on the set or like time, a lot of like directors just let's do the jump cut, just cut it. Like
I'll jump cut.
that's the especially for action scene.
I'm just teasing.
So that's why it doesn't look good as like this one.
Let me ask you a question, Vanessa Vendetta, being that you're a makeup artist and your look today is fabulous.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the look of the characters in The Matrix. Talk about the whole style of those guys.
Style.
Well, I mean, I guess like it just goes to show how seriously they take themselves in what they're trying to do with like exposing the truth about the Matrix to more people, so that more people can, I guess, have a broadened horizon about what's really going on. So they want people to know that they're sort of like they're together in their front, in their force of spreading this message.
Right. They're so slick too.
Yeah.
To the car, the way every character's dressed uniquely, but within the gang of like, you know, like except for Switch and the white. They're so clean.
Switch to plain, like simple color to when they jump into the Matrix, like everyone just like, as I mentioned earlier, is just dressed up like super contrast color and looks like a video gamer.
Yeah, I like how they how it jumps from like when they're in the real world and they're all kind of like, you know, dingy. Cool though, still cool. Like look like Kanye's clothes. I feel like Kanye West's line of clothes was inspired by the Matrix, but not the cool part of the Matrix. Like when they're in the ship in the bummy part of the Matrix. And then when they get into the Matrix, then it's like whoosh, they just slick up like whoa,
sharp.
All of a sudden they're like
super sharp.
Somewhere in the modern and somewhere between the moderns and 50s, like crossed.
Like so space.
In a
like you feel like it's space.
But then it's like Trinity's in patent leather.
Look at her.
It's
like,
crazy.
Okay,
like
just
some people black.
Yeah, I love.
Everyone has a specific style. So beautiful.
Yeah, anything patent leather to me is awesome. You can't really go wrong.
I love that. I love the leather.
She's patent leather head to toe, killing it.
Yeah.
Killing the game.
Yeah, well, I like her scene in the end where she's finally confessing to Neo that she is in love with him, because it kind of like brings the whole purpose of the movie together. She's like, the truth is that I love you. She's finally telling the truth, and like the whole point of the movie is like the truth will set you free. So when she tells him that, she's giving him like that truth to come back to life finally. I always thought that was so cool.
That's so good point. Like true. It's a very good point. We've almost forgot about that. So that's my question.
Love will conquer all.
Love will conquer all. Like he's almost dead. He's nearly dead.
I love that moment too. It was cinematic, beautiful. But when I was watching this time, they didn't do a lot together to fall in love.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't have no other moments where I was like,
you feel like they're in love.
I don't know where she fell in love with him at.
I don't know. It might have been something where like she was observing and like learning how he was evolving into the one, and like being able to kind of watch somebody's growth is, I guess, a way that you can wind up admiring them.
Yeah, no, I feel you, but I feel it'd been nice to have like a moment
like
that you
quick
can
moment.
see them falling, like her.
Yeah.
Falling.
But he's so
Yeah.
like alien on new planets. Like, how are you gonna fall in love with that guy? Doesn't even
The
know
little spark.
what he's doing. He got no hair on his head. He's just they were plugging.
Yeah.
Lost.
Yeah, he was mostly oblivious to her, except for when in the beginning she revealed to him that she was the one that like hacked the government, whatever it was.
Yeah, you're right. Like, he was oblivious to her. Like, they just needed a little bit. But I'm with it.
Yeah.
It's not a look at Denise over here said it's not a romantic movie, Dante. I know it's not a romantic movie, but when you kiss at the end, and that's the whole catalyst for bringing him back, to resurrecting him, go back to the whole Jesus Christ analogy.
Yeah.
He comes back from the dead.
Yeah.
I would like to see why they fell in love. I'd like to see one moment where there was like flirtation, something.
No. I know they
What?
mentioned it and they said why they.
You came with a no. But go ahead.
Well,
but
like, go ahead.
Go ahead. Like you said, why she's falling in love with him?
Yeah.
Because when he went to see the old lady, she's like, oh, now I know she'll fall in love. Why she in love with you? She said that. Remember that scene? And then you're cute.
Yeah, she said it, but I'm saying her.
Why she has to say it? Just
I want to see it.
Why do you want to see? That's not a romantic movie.
I mean, I don't necessarily think it would have changed like the movie either way if they would have shown like her falling in love with him like a specific point. Yeah.
Vanessa Vendetta, I'm just nitpicking right now.
No, I'm good. I like these kind of talks, like, because even in the movie, one of the lines that Morpheus had, he was like, you have the look of a man who accepts things because he's expected to. So like it kind of just goes back to our discussion, like we're going back and forth, like picking each other's brains and stuff. Like we're not like that. And like if you really think about like whether or not we're actually in the Matrix, I'm like on the fence, because like I think it could be a possibility, but I think whoever is like in control of the Matrix isn't as smart as they think they are, because if they were, they would have made a utopia instead of all this crazy stuff that we have going on right now.
No, they were saying they didn't make in the movie. They said they didn't make it a utopia because no one believed it. Humans can only accept it if it's like not if it's all this pain and suffering.
How human will only accept it.
And one of the greatest monologues in the movie is when my dude, what's his name? I forget, but he's the Mr. Anderson guy, Hugo Weaving, where he does a monologue about how humans are not a parasite, but a virus. They're so crazy and so poignant and so scary.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's true?
Yeah, and we're going through a virus. Yeah, to a degree, it's true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely true. I mean, if you think about like environmental, issues that have only been caused as a result of us.
Yes, I mean, it's when we go back, like I hope in the future, after like 50 years or whatever,
that we're still here.
Our kids, our grandkids,
if we're still here,
still has opportunity to see this earth. I don't want to move to moon. I don't want to go to different space.
We'll all just jump into the internet and be living in the Matrix.
No, I don't want to. I just want to stay in this earth. Mother Earth, let's save this world. We have only one planet.
And if it's too late, then let's go into
That's too late. I'm going to take a pill and bye, guys. Adios. I'm out of this.
Well, Vanessa Vendetta, thank you for calling in and talking to us from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Thanks. Can I take a screenshot really quick?
Let's do it.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Well, you guys.
Nice to talk.
We went a little over. Well, we got to thank everyone for watching The Matrix with us this week on Monday Cinema Club.
Sorry, guys, if We didn't pull you guys in.
I know. Hit her up or next week to get on the VIP list. I'm sorry if we couldn't get in. Shout out to everyone who watched. Shout out to all the Avatar fans out there.
Denise, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
I know. Kat, we'll get you next week. Hope you're well. All around. Yes. Annie, what's on Twinkle Toes? Toph, what's
Twinkle
up?
Toes, crazy.
They want me to say one thing, and I'll say, if I didn't pull you guys in, that's rough, buddy.
That's rough, buddy.
Say it to you. Say it one time.
No, I haven't finished the first season yet.
Oh my gosh, she just started watching, so. She just started watching. Are you enjoying it so far?
I'm enjoying, but I don't know what's up with that Asian kid. He's so angry.
He gets better. He gets cooler. He's a little angry at the beginning, I know. So, next week, you guys, same time, Monday Cinema Club. The movie we're watching is The Color Purple, celebrating African American History Month.
February 1st for American History Month.
African American History Month.
African American History Month. What did I say?
You just said American History Month.
I'm so sorry. All right.
So, The Color Purple. Hope you guys enjoy the movie. Hope you guys enjoy The Matrix. We love hanging out with you guys. See you guys next week.
See you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.